Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back from, well, rather welcome to a brand new series of EU4. Today we're going to play as Palembang, and we've got some goals in mind for this series. I'm just going to list them. They might be also on the screen as well. But so first, we are going to become a pirate on this run. We're going to try to control the spice trade. We're going to colonize Australia. So the reason why spice trade in Australia is because I'm actually recording this on the day when the new Dune game is coming out. So, you know, the spice must flow, and also be colonizing Australia. We might be calling it Arrakis, to be fair. But anyway, we will be forming Malaya, and there's a special rule that we are not allowed to use developing to instantly spawn in institutions for ourselves. We can still develop, of course, if it makes sense otherwise, but like, we're not allowed to develop just to bring in the institution. I mean, we can do things like increasing development so that it will spread faster in our nation, but not so that it will just instantly spawn it in. You know, that's kind of a limitation, so it's going to be somewhat interesting. We do start as a tributary of Matterpahit currently. We do have a bit of fleet, and I could try to privateer. The question is, of course, how much would we make money? Not a whole lot. Well, we could try to... Oh, right, we got a merchant already in there. Where do we have... Oh, right, another merchant there. I wonder, there's a bit more money over there. Could try to increase our trade power. You know what, let's protectorate in Malacca, and that's going to be slightly better profits by the looks of it. Oh, right, we are a Hindu nation. So let's actually have a look. The core creation costs, aggressive expansion impact, that's interesting option. I don't think I've played Hindus in a long while. And Ganesh, Diplo reputation, improved relations, plus 20%. Surya, trade efficiency and national tax modifier, that's good for money. That might be very tempting. Then Gandrik, construction cost goes down and interest per annum goes down. Shakti for more discipline and teachability. That's also pretty good. And Vishnu for fort defense and missionary strength. I think I'm going to go with the extra money right now. I don't know, how long does it... I'm going to assume... Okay. Lasts until your monarch changes. That's actually fine, especially since we are going to become the Pirate Republic. Now, who can we rival right now? Brunei? I suppose we can just go with the ones that have rivaled us for the time being. And then we got 6,000 men army. We do have a little bit income, so we might be able to get a advisor. Question is, of course, what would be the best... Actually, how's our religion situation? Okay, so we've got Hindu. That is a... Oh, there's a lot of Sunnis in here. I mean, that's fair enough, I suppose. Okay, so military, we've got a manpower and force limit advisors. That we might be... I'm not going to take it a skill level 2 yet. It's going to be way too expensive. Morale, navies, and improve relations. Or mission strength and prestige. I mean, actually, the prestige might not be a terrible idea right now. Get that prestige up because that does have a decent bit of various impacts down the line. So to get that underway. And then let's unport, shall we? We don't actually... Oh, piracy. Aha, so we can become a pirate already. And I think that is what we shall. Buccaneers take over. Okay, and of course now we can get to choose another DT. I think we're still going to go with the... Are we still a tributary? Yes, we are. Okay. Wait, are we? No, we're not. Okay. No, this could actually be quite interesting then. We might go for the bit of combat stats then. Although, how long is the election seasons? Okay, it's 4 years currently. In that case, we might still go for the extra money right now, just to build up a bit of a treasury. And also, since we're pirates, we should be able to take this fleet out and do a bit of pirating. Yeah, raise some coasts. Oh yeah, that's tasty. And Intrapura, who are you? Oh, over there, okay. You are Hindu. You know what? I'll accept your alliance. I could use a bit of friends right now. We could get the naval doctrine, so which one should we take? There's... Oh, Malayan seafaring. Disembark speed, attrition when loaded on ships. Attrition. That is tempting, actually. Shipboarding is always kind of handy. Ship trade power is kind of useful. Galley combat ability could be useful because there is a whole lot of coastlines here. Hopefully in being naval maintenance modifier. I'm going to go with the Malayan seafaring because that's a unique one. Might as well utilize it. So still got a little bit income. We might be going a bit of deficit spending soon enough. Ooh, and strict captain. Oh, very nice. All of Mashapahit. Oh. The Mashapahit is having a bit of issues right now. I dare say. So the Sunda is actually independent. Let's... Oh, right. And Mashapahit wants it allied. You know what? I guess that's fair. Let's have a look at the factions. The Buccaneers are currently the leading ones. Gains influence to coastal ratings, so they are going to be probably quite influential for now. So that reduces tax, but increases sailor recovery and yearly Republic tradition goes up. I mean, that's actually pretty good. Smugglers give us a bit more money and trade. Well, mostly trade, I guess. And the captains give us better navy, essentially. Now let's have a look at the mission tree, actually. Gold and diamonds. So Palembang has... Oh, right, so at Malacca we should have 45% trade power. We can probably get that. Then navy size at 100 force limit. Yeah, that's all 100% force limit. That's probably doable. Actually, we're not too far from that, are we? Could also do a bit of raiding here. Also, let's just get another... Oh, we need to increase our naval force limit. Oh, navy quite a bit. We'll get this to like... Okay, well, we can't get that to quite 10 light ships yet. Although, assuming that we do a bit more raiding, we should be able to. No, but the mission that we do have done is extra stability. And some prestige. What do we need to have? Oh, martial pies obedience just needs to be good. Okay, that's fair. So I get stability and prestige. I like the sound of that. Set religious sects. Tolerance heretics goes up. Mission strength versus heretics goes down. Nah, we are going to convert things at least. So, of the achievements that we're going to go for this run is definitely the Spice Match Flow for Malaya. We might also try to get the Freest Man in the world, which means that there cannot be any nations in the world. Well, there's a few things on that achievement, but there cannot be any provinces, essentially, that produce slaves. So that's going to be an interesting one, but it might be quite fun. Let's see, there's two different movements that we can support. Either reduce unrest... And we can only choose one, so mission strength and unrest, or stability cost modifier mission strength. I think I'm going to go with the unrest reduction. There we go. It's always nice, and I suppose we could maybe increase on... Yeah, we've got room for 2 more regiments. It's probably going to be 1 infantry, 1 cavalry. We might want to get a leader, actually, as well. Can't... turn the ruler into a general. Actually, I wonder, can we turn the ruler into a admiral then? No. Oh, actually, yeah. I think he starts as an admiral. Oh, well, that reminds me. Let's do a bit of raiding there. I don't think we're going to go to Gulf of Sea. I mean, we can go there. I don't know if we're going to raid there. It's probably going to be too far away. Yeah, too far away from homelands. Okay, well, let's go down to straight to Malacca then. We can still raid most of these provinces actually through there. So now we can go ahead and build 1 more light ship there. And then for the army, let's get the troops underway. We'll start with the... Well, actually, we'll build both of them immediately. There we go. So money-wise, we should be doing decent. Oh, right, we're going to do a bit more raiding over there, apparently. I guess, sure, why not? We might not have a whole lot of friends in here after doing a whole lot of raiding. But, you know, who needs friends when you can do pirating? Sumatra... Oh, okay. All Sumatra province in Palembang receive +2 unrest for 5 years. We get a new advisor. Okay. There we go. That's another 100 ducats. There's so many pirates in here. Or privateers, rather. But, you know, it's probably going to be a whole lot of pirates later on. We might also try to help in forcing the Empire of China to kind of collapse. Admittedly, it's not quite as difficult as it used to be back in the day, before the Ming explosions were made rather common. Oh, there we go. We can do a bit more raiding here. I suppose we could raid over there, but I'm actually going to leave those be. I believe we've already been in here, have we? Yeah, we have. Could maybe go ahead and raid over that way. And then over here. Yeah, so that's going to be a bit more money. So we've got already 160 ducats. That ain't too bad. How's Jambi? So they've got a few allies. I can't call in any of my allies on a war like this, but actually, where is Canton? Are they on the island? Because if they're not, we might... I don't think they are, actually. There's an easy way. We can just... Oh, yeah, it's over there. Okay, so our fleet should be able to... I'm assuming that we've got a larger fleet than they do. Yeah, we do. And we've got room to expand it even further, to be fair. Get a couple more galleys for some... Well, actually, yeah, we're going to be at 20 ships. I guess we'll get 1 cog and 1 galley, so we can have 5 regiments transported at once. So if we're going to separate them with our fleet and to capture the capital with 8,000 man army, we might go ahead and get a new general in here. Not ideal, 0110. But, you know, at least it has a shock pip, which, you know, it's still better than nothing. It's going to take a while for us to build up the stuff, though, so let's speed up a little bit. We'll also do a bit more raiding along here. In Brunei and all that. Brunei is one of our rivals, of course, so that makes perfect sense. We're going to go all the way down there. Oh, hello. We can actually upgrade the center of trade in Palembang already. Might as well. Makes developing slightly cheaper. And again, we will be developing, which won't be using it to spawn institutions. Or like, instantly have the institutions that have appeared to spawn in our nation. So it's a bit more natural spread in that regard. Did I already... Oh yeah, I did pirate... Oh, wow. I'll do a bit of raiding there. Let's go to the Flores Sea. And there we go. So we got quite a bit of sailors. We can probably bring in this fleet back to Palembang. And once we get it there... Oh, actually, we've got the ships already being built, right? Or did I say no to that? No, they are going to be built. Just because it's going to take a while, I suppose. There we go. So that is sorted out. Let's... We are still making a bit of money. I guess we could go ahead and... Why is there actually... Well, the Morale Navy is not a bad one. Although the land force... It could go for the manpower, admittedly. I suppose we'll probably wait until the next election before we do the war. And then we can get the siege ability for the war. Because that is actually going to be quite useful, I'd say. Through the siege ability through the religion. Oh, Jambi got another ally. And that one is on the island. Who could we ally? Let's start figuring out a bit of relations. Bali is the one that we could ally. Well, I suspect a lot of them don't really like me since I may have raided a whole lot of them. I guess Bali would do. And we do have, of course, now 3 allies. I suppose another thing that we should really do is start doing a bit of improve relations with the allies. Keep them happy for now. Or Jambi is claiming, or making claims here. Let's go ahead and actually, we're going to be... Well, we can start building a spy network in Jambi anyway, but we are going to get a claim, I think, through the mission. Once we get the fleet sorted out. And how much do we have? We're making still about 1.4 ducats from there. We're getting a few extra ships there to do trade protection at least. Yeah, it's almost 1.4 ducats. There's still not a whole lot, but I suppose it does pay for the fleet at least. I wonder, I suppose there might be... Yeah, I guess this one's another one that we could raid, but I don't actually want to raid too much of the Hindu nations in here right now, because we will need some allies initially. I do actually wonder, what's the reform? So it's been a while since I played a pirate. Let's see, so there's the Council of Captains. So, first of all, we've got the Pirate Republic, so that gives us the... Can't form trade leagues. There's the factions, 4-year term duration... Cannot switch government type. New rulers become admirals. Cannot become a dictatorship. How is it the Black Flag and is a Pirate Republic? Elections change the influence of factions. Yes, yearly Republican tradition, I guess. Unless we have the Buccaneers in charge. Okay, well, that's good to know. So we can't really use the tradition too often for re-election, I guess. May raid coasts. Including coasts of countries with same religion. Ooh, that's handy. Slightly different from the ninth playthrough. State's governing cost is increased drastically to kind of encourage playing tall rather than wide. Marine force limit. Ooh, max absolutism. Right, so then we got the Republican virtues. It's going to be the first one, so we won't go through all of these, just these. So, Articles Agreement. More sailors, yearly Republican tradition, and the Buccaneer influence goes up. So that could be useful. Smuggler's Haven, trade power abroad, and smuggler influence. Tons of captains, captains influence privateer efficiency, and the privateer's way. Cannot ally any country other than the pirate republics. More morale of armies and navies. Naval maintenance modifier goes down. More tradition, and privateer efficiency goes up. I mean, this could be an interesting option, but perhaps a bit too risky to get started. So we might go with the Articles Agreement probably first, or maybe the Council of Captains. That's more, I don't know. Like, the Privateer's Way is pretty darn strong with the stuff, but it does hinder you drastically by the fact that you can't ally anyone, so you need to fight your wars alone, unless you force other people to become republics, or pirate republics, which is easier said than done. Yeah, so still currently building up the fleet. We're getting a bit of money. The advisors aren't really that great, but we might still go with the force limit advisor, I guess. It is going to cause a bit of deficit, but it's not the end of the world. We will be increasing our fleet size anyway. I suppose what we could do is just keep an eye on this. If there's any more coasts to raid. There probably aren't. Oh, there is. Oh, it's Sunda's stuff. Okay, well, Sunda already hates us anyway, don't they? Well, they kind of do. But there we go. That's just to keep our income somewhat positive for a little while. Well, all treasury positive for a little while. We have obstructionism. How long is that? It's 5 years. Ah, we can take the unrest. We don't have any particularly large unrest right now anyway. No, we don't have a particularly good captain right now. It's at the average of 333, but it's not particularly great. Also going to put our missionary on the autonomous conversion for now. Oh, and we got a bit of points. I suppose we'll get a claim on Jambi already. We'll probably get the claim on Linga as well. But now we've got a war goal at least. This could be dangerous because they've got the 8,000 men there. They would basically get 20,000 men versus... well, we'll have 8,000. We could have 14,000 total. Of course, that would... would get pretty close. Actually, do we have room for one extra? We do. Okay, so we'll get one extra infantry then. That's going to get us to 9,000 men. So that would be 15 versus 15 if we can make sure that the troops from here do not cross this strait at all. Which we'll probably have the fleet for it. Let's just have a look at the trade fleet again. Is there any more places to raid? There probably aren't. I think we were fairly thorough with our raiding earlier. There might be like one place maybe somewhere. Oh, there we go. It's already 8 ships over here. So how much are we making money now? There's still 1.6 ducats. It hasn't really increased that much then. No, I suppose with the extra maintenance for the advisors we are, yeah, we're making a bit of deficit right now. But that's alright. So it's going to be a little bit of a slow start. Although we did get a fairly good boost of money initially, so it does help quite drastically. Right, just double check. So we have rival Jambi, Brunei, and Malacca. So these 3 nations are our rivals. For now, anyway. Hey, there we go. We're starting to build up the army. And we should have the fleet more or less sorted out soon. Suppose we could put in the leader over here for the time being. Well, technically speaking, it might be better to have it on the trade fleet for the... well, currently. And then later on we can switch it to the combat fleet. Oh no, you need to go back to Palembang. There we go, so that is the transport ship. We'll eventually get to at least 20 transport ships, but right now we don't need a whole lot. Just a few that we can transport a partial army across or something, if need be. Mostly, I guess, to Brunei. Actually, no, there isn't a straight crossing. Okay. Well, I suppose also to Java, then. So at least we got access to the mainland here, which can prove to be a bit of a problem, admittedly. There we go. So now we've got both of the claims on Jambi. Of course, they are still quite strong. But we could potentially promise some land to Indapura, so we would have 15 versus the 20. But that would be... I think they've got... Yeah, they've got 6 over there. Oh, no, they've got 21 then, I guess. Let me double check. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. No, they've got that one. Okay. There's a bit smaller one. They've only got 5,000 men. The enemies would have fairly sizable fleets, though, combined. But I think we might be able to defeat them. And here's the thing. If we can defeat the enemies over here in the island... Oh, disagreeing advisor. I'm going to take the admin pause at the cost of a bit of prestige, because I do want to get the techs going as much as I can right now. How's our capital? It's 50 or 13 development. I think if we can get that to 15, that might help. It does produce spice as well, actually. That's quite handy. Yeah, there's one more ship underway, then we should have the Navy size at 100% force limit. So that gives us Permanent and Jambi, Linga, Siok. Oh, so it's basically these provinces, or these 5 provinces over here. Well, that's actually quite handy. Ooh, and Siok does have quite a bit of points there. We could potentially hold on to our current ruler. We'd be getting a bit more points right now. On the other hand, we're about to be ready, so I think we're going to actually get a military leader right now. Not necessarily the most ideal, but we're going to switch to the discipline and siege ability. So we're going to siege Jambi as quickly as possible. Oh dear, discipline reputation goes down. Oh, that's not good. There we go. There is the fleet, so we can get the claims sorted out. And now we need to have all of that owned by us. Okay. It can be done, it's just not going to be... Oh, what else did we get? Oh, a pirate fleet. Right. Naval maintenance modifier goes down, privateer efficiency goes up. I wonder if we should actually, instead of trying to do the trade protection, go for privateering then. Well, lookouts could be fairly valuable. It would be the most valuable of these, actually. You know what? Sure. We're going to do a bit of privateering then. We've got some cargoes of gases blazed there. Although, I suppose what we should really do is get the fleet in here. We're going to declare the war soon. Ooh, also, this should be joining in with the main fleet here. Oh, right, and let's get the ruler in. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Admiral 3210. We'll get that fleet out. Where's the Irish fleet? Ooh, we can do a bit of raiding over there, just about. Now let's get the fleet in here. Mass them for a quick little war. This shouldn't be too difficult. Now, luckily, these troops, either if they go towards me, they'll have to go around a little bit, so it's not going to be too bad. And once the second fleet has arrived... Actually, yeah, he has. There we go. So let's go ahead and declare war on Jambi. We'll call it in Indrapura. And Jambi is going to be our war goal, I think. Got a few ships there. This should be... Oh, yeah, this is going to be an easy victory. I wonder if I should use the... I'm going to use the light fleet over here to blockade the northern area. Oh, never mind. They're sending out their fleet. This could be a battle. You know what? I'm going to send this fleet to help. Let's get a proper captain in there. I'm pretty sure that our fleets are decently capable, but yeah, there we go. We won the battle at least. Alright, let's get these fleets back home. Or back over here. We can probably defeat another fleet. We did get caught out by the light fleet again. But there we go. We did lose a ship. We actually lost 3 ships. Okay, well that's not good. I'm just going to go and combine these into one fleet right now. I'm going to go ahead and send ships to be repaired. Oh, our ally is trying to move through. Yeah. They might have some issues. I'm just going to move the fleet back to Palembang for a brief moment. To repair the ships for a month or 2. Actually, most of them are still in a fairly decent shape. We're going to actually just park these out there again. And we're going to just give the order to repair the damaged ships. There we go. That should help a little bit. So we've got the blockade here at least. We could use the naval barrage. It's a bit costly right now. Perhaps it would be better for us to wait for the tactics so we get better seatability. Speaking of which, how is the Jambi? Okay, they got still Miltech 3. Both. Oh, there's gold over there. So what are the resources in here? There's incense, there's a lot of spices, there's some copper. That one's unknown. There's some grain. More spice, some tropical wood. There's some chinaware, more gold, gems, a lot of fish. That's going to be coal province over there later on. There's a bit of cloth. I believe, oh, right, there we go. Loaves. Another spice islands there. Right, well, I think we can still win this. Oh, but there's the blockade going in there as well. You know what, I could, as soon as these have repaired, we can go and break that blockade to delay their siege. Briefly, we just need to get one more repair. And then I'm going to let the allies to actually attach to me. I'm going to use that to fight off Jambi's army. Okay, there we go, these are now repaired. They shall reappear here. Go ahead and defeat the enemy fleets. Actually, why did we go to the northern side? Because we could go over here. Ah, the enemy is running away. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of break that blockade for a little while. Then we'll get our fleet back in here. Yeah, there we go. We should be catching the enemy in there. At least our ally did already engage them in combat, and the reinforcements should arrive. Yeah, the enemies did retreat. So now, well, it's still actually going a little bit in their favor. Alright then, let's go back here. We've got a few ships in here. It's not really that bad, though. Well, that is 11 ships, actually. Oh, can I? Yeah, I can raid coast. Sure. They might win their siege first. We're going to engage them in Strait of Johor. Actually, is there... Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got a decent admiral. That should give us a bit of boost. They've got a lot of galleys there, though. So this might not be an easy victory. I think we are still going to win this with some losses. Hey, there we go. Jambi's been sieged down. Now, we can't actually move into... Oh, they did manage to get a bit of an army across here. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and wipe out that army first. Ooh, are we actually going to lose this? Wow. Well, we got all the battle in here. This should be a fairly easy victory, though. Yeah, not quite a stack wipe. The victory. Well, we do have the war goal. Because the next thing is we're going to either... Yeah, our fleet is getting hammered pretty hard here. Okay, let's go ahead and retreat. So we lost most of our galleys there. That's not good. Got a little bit cocky there, unfortunately. Oh, they're moving on the other side there. Okay. And they got their fleet sitting out here. Well, not actually for too long. Or maybe they do. The problem is that there's so many darn fleets in here that you can't even see, and all of them are moving around. Like, we've got this pause for a moment here. There's a whole lot of fleets moving. Okay, now we can see where they are. So it says 9 ships, but I don't know if that's actually the case. And it looks like our ally is having some difficulties there. We might need to go after that army. I think we shall do that. Engage them in here. Actually, if we can force them to attack us in the jungle, or stay on that jungle for a while and fight off the natives repeatedly. You know what, we can actually just go around, we can fight them off in the grasslands. If we can defeat the armies one by one, we'll be fine. We are the defenders. We've got high discipline. We've got the numbers advantage, we've got some cavalry on the flanks there. There we go. Not quite a stack wipe, but they did take a whole lot more casualties than we did. And actually what I... Oh! Right, gotta reform. I'm not actually going to take the privateers away yet. I'm kind of tempted to take it, though. Because it does give us morale of armies and navies, but then we can't be allies anymore with anyone else. So we're going to hold off until after the war to take that. And I'm actually going to... let's go and see Jambi. Oh, they got rid of our ally there. Yeah, they had to cede the province. If we go for the jungle, how's their... Okay, they do have slightly better general than we do. What's their militech? Still level 3. Okay, well, we are now kind of leading the war here. They would not take the bestial yet. But what I can do is I can let them start seizing down Palembang. In fact, what I can do is I can put in some of the defensiveness there to delay even further. I'm going to go into the island. Oh, never mind. We're not going to go into the island, I guess. Well, let's just regain some strength back. With the terrain disadvantage on the enemy, we should be fine. Actually, now that we are... At this point, since our ally is no longer in the war anyway, I'm gonna take the morale of armies. We have no friends. I think one thing that we should probably do, though, is build a couple galleys in here. And start replacing the fleet that we lost. Oh, are they actually going to try to attack us? Well, they are. They are going to have a river crossing. I'm going to go out and consolidate the regiments, so at least most of the troops will be... Oh, yeah, there we go. They decided to not attack. I think we might be able to engage them in there, because they will have the jungle penalty in there. Ah, okay. Malacca has a trade league. I did not realise that. Although I'm not entirely surprised by it. Okay, they will get some reinforcements into this combat, but I'm hoping that the terrain penalty and the morale advantage that we have will be sufficient to make them lose. Oh, they rolled really badly there. Well, there we go. So good casualties on the enemy. The Jambi troops are already locked in. We'll probably have a bit of a bad terrain in here ourselves as well. But we should be able to win that combat. Invasion imminent. Oh, okay. We'll fight also all these troops regardless. They only got 4,000 men there, so it should be fairly easy combat for us. We just need to fight them off one by one. Tribes growing more exceptional. Well, that's not good. Yeah, so we got the terrain penalty right now, but we are still defeating them. Actually, stack wiping them. Can I might be able to stack wipe the Palembang army as well. There's still potential invasion happening. But it's unclear where or when. Can we defeat this army? They're not looking too strong. No, we did not quite defeat it fully. Well, I mean, we did win the battle, but we didn't quite defeat it fully. Let's get back to Jambi. So if we now have a look at the fleet situation, they've got a massive advantage on fleets. But I suspect that the peace deal might be... Well, no, they're not willing to take it yet. Yeah, it says that they're making gains, but that's not exactly the case now, is it? No, well, they're going to be landing more troops into Linga. There might be. Actually, where are they? No, they're going to Jambi. Oh, they might get... Yeah, they're already locked in. Aha, we can then defeat that army. Oh, no, I don't think we can catch that. Actually, I'm going to sacrifice the fleet. Block it from reaching the island. Then we're going to defend against it. As soon as we can retreat from this combat, we shall. Ooh. War-weary population. A little bit of tradition, I suppose. We'll pull out. We lost one ship. But that allowed us to catch this fleet, or this army, and stack wipe it. There we go. So now we've got potentially... Okay, Jambi is starting to get a little bit wary. Oh, they would take a peace deal. Now, I don't think I can annex them, no. But I can make them an island nation and take as much money as possible, which is 15 ducats. Not a whole lot, but hey, it's a victory. I'll take it. And then we can start rebuilding our fleet, essentially. What we shall do is we'll get these back there. We'll do a bit of rebel suppression in here for the time being. And let's start coring. With that, we are unfortunately out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.